Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking about that. We could go on forever. 8. Can you do some sniping in Call of Duty 4? I'll do that later and review the sniper rifles and show some good sniping spots. Thanks. I used and 2 times lols. Yeah, I'll go over one sniper rifle later. Actually, I'm planning on doing Call of Duty 4 weapon tutorials. So we'll get to that. 9. How do you make your computer not laggy? Because in Soldier Front it's extremely laggy. Can you show me how to make your computer not lag? I'm guessing you just need to get new computer parts. Really, you need to get a new computer, upgrade your computer, or something along those lines. But also try episode 14. I think at the beginning of that episode there was a lot of tips you can use to improve your computer. There's also things like improving memory tips on the Atfo forums, so check those out. Check out some threads there. But besides that, my guess is you just need to upgrade your computer. And next game. Next question here. 10. Hey Fair, I was wondering, do you get kicked from rooms often because of your rank, or do you get kicked because you're well known around, or do you not, or you don't get kicked because you're well known around Soldier Front? Well, I just got kicked out of the last room by that quote unquote high rank player, that highest rank guy in the room. I guess I was too good for him, even though he beat me. But Pilata. Yeah, I get kicked out a lot. But I mean, I never really go in other people's rooms. I pretty much just make my own. So I don't really get kicked at all, and I'm in control. But yeah, they kick me just 'cause I don't know, they're afraid. So if you're afraid, you're never gonna win. You're never gonna get better. Let's see here. 11. Hey Fair, I was wondering, if you could tell me which you prefer more in Soldier Front, the Uzi or from Moss? Thanks. I guess I have more fun with the Uzi, but it's kind of close on that one. 12. Hey Fair, 2 questions. 1. What is your opinion on the Uzi in Soldier Front? 2. Your opinion on Vista. Watch the Uzi weapon tutorial. I'll suggest you do. I do. I think I've covered that in a few other episodes, but Vista, I don't know much about it. I just know it doesn't run certain programs, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Jeez. 13. If would you use the AK for 2 or 3 games, not rounds on Soldier Front? Thanks. Okay, I'll try and do that. 14. Hey Barrett, how's it going? What time is it now in your place? It is 6:10. Which event do you think is more tragic, Pearl Harbor or 9/11? Explain. I guess the World Trade Center, because there were more civilians. If your country is in a serious war, would you go and fight for Uncle Tom? First, it's Uncle Sam. Don't use whatever. It depends on the war. Can you give me some tips for the G3 on Call of Duty 4? I'll try. I plan on making weapon tutorials, I guess, for it also. But really, the way I see it, it's a slower AK-47. So, you have to single click that. It's a single fire gun. So, the faster you click, the better you are. The better you are aiming while you're clicking, the better you are. So, you just gotta stick with it and keep practicing. Luckily, it's pretty accurate, so I don't really mind putting a suppressor on it. It still seems pretty accurate even with it on there, so that might be a good thing to use, and it might give you the edge when just because you have to. It takes a little longer to kill the people because you can't go full auto. But I still do pretty good with it. I've played single games I get in first with it and stuff. It just seems to me like I wouldn't do as good as if I had an AK-47. So really, just use basic assault rifle tactics and just keep sticking with it. That's all there is to it. Get the basic, or what I say is the basic assault rifle layout, which is bandolier, increased bullet damage, and better hip fire accuracy. You really need that hip fire accuracy also. So kind of like the M14. Oh, he's still here. Goodbye. Okay, you go that way. Full auto. Full auto with a little burst at the end. Ah, yes. Okay. Do you think Call of Duty 4 should have vehicles? No, I do not. I'm not really into vehicle games too much. Well, I mean, it's hard to say. With these tactical first-person shooter type games, I don't like vehicles. I will say this though, Call of Duty 3 had a few maps with vehicles, and they did a really nice job with it. I was actually pretty impressed with that. They weren't too well, they were somewhat powerful, but it was really easy to destroy them, which I really like. I went full out of there. Call of Duty 2 also had vehicles. Well, I'm talking about consoles, you know, PlayStation 2 versions. That's what I'm talking about. Call of Duty 2 had a few maps, like maybe just one map. No, it had it had a couple maps with tanks in it, and they did a really nice job with that as well. They would put bazookas all around in specific buildings, and of course, also you could get a character with a bazooka, even though it wasn't that great. It's not that great of a weapon, which is fantastic. They did a really nice job with that as well. So I think Call of Duty, they really do a nice job at balancing out their vehicles. They do an excellent job at balancing out their games. I can't stress that enough. Every single game I've played of theirs, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, both for PlayStation 2, and then Call of Duty 4 for PC, they were all very balanced online, and they did a very nice job at that. That's really a strong point of theirs. I mean, really, balanced games are the best games, in my opinion. So, I guess I wouldn't mind it, but they shouldn't have vehicles in all the maps, and really they didn't do vehicles on all the maps on the games I played. But when they did have their vehicles, they do a nice job. Even they even had, like, Call of Duty 3. They had like a map with some tanks, one or two, and jeeps. You could easily shoot people out of the vehicles. The tanks, you could sneak up behind them as any guy, and as long as you had a grenade, you could climb it and throw a... You gotta be kidding me, dude. And as long as you had a grenade, you could climb that tank and throw a nade down the hatch, and it was pretty cool. I love that. We used to do that all the time. But yeah, I mean, I really don't think we really need vehicles in there, but I think they do a nice job at it. So one thing to me with first-person shooters, especially with Soldier Front, is like some people, they only play one game. Like a lot of Soldier Front players, this is a free FPS. A lot of people don't have the best computers. So this is really the only first-person shooter a lot of people play. Well, now we have Combat Arms and Battlefield Heroes that's coming out, but this was the only game they play, and I'd always see this stuff like, what would be awesome is if we had a rocket launcher, or what would be awesome is if we had vehicles, or if what would be awesome if we had a grenade launcher. It's like it's almost as if they think this is the only game in the world, and really, well, it is to them, I guess. It's the only game they play, but